here's the other thing, is that we are by far the largest military, most capable power in the world. And we continue to act like a war manager instead of a power broker. There's no sense, there's no reason why we couldn't have gone in, seen what was going on. You know, it took time for him to build up all his forces on the border, and there was ample time for us to go in and have good dialogue, good conversation. Hey, let's work this out. Let's pull it back. But that didn't happen.
The focus I've had with Ukraine and Russia could be whether or not we forced Putin's hand, mainly because of NATO being something we forced on to Ukraine. And,
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm glad that you have some. Wow, so you do know about it. Okay, good.
Russia and Ukraine got along well. They were trading partners. They did a lot of commerce with each other. If we go back in terms of how the treaty was formed with regards to how Russia would and how we looked at NATO and how we would advance NATO, there was an agreement that was made, and there's been a number of discussions that have been taking place over the years, and many people in our own government has said very clearly that if we continue, if we ever think about pursuing Ukraine, and that there is a red line, and has been very clear, because we had an agreement up front, a treaty that said we weren't going to push NATO, and it's equivalent, I think, to the fact that we didn't want Soviet Union missiles in Cuba. So no excuses for Vladimir Putin. He's done a lot of terrible things. He will bully, and he's used food, agriculture, different things, oil, to push people around a little bit. But that doesn't negate that we should go forward and say, well, we're going to undo our deal for whatever purpose that we may have, and that's what really was the red line. I think it didn't help that we unseated a duly elected president in Ukraine, that when we put in the guy that we wanted to, that didn't help, and then of course that I think caused Crimea to take place, and then the fact that we've now said we were going to put Ukraine into NATO, and we started doing overtures over and over. I think we goaded Putin in to do what he did.
It's been a long time coming. If we haven't seen this from miles out,
right.
It's some 2 decades, and like you say, the Cuban missile is kind of where I think that was established, that we would not.
Yeah, we're not going to be on your border's edge here, and then having missiles pointed directly at your homeland. So I kind of think that was the basis of how everybody from a macro standpoint understood things, and how we were going to have a peaceful world, and we pushed that envelope, and we've gotten ourselves into a situation now.